Hello, everybody. This is JJ with the Obama Factor 727. Anyway, if you'd like to email me, you can email me at obamafactor727@gmail.com. Again, that's obamafactor727 at gmail.com. Well, I have a few things I'd like to talk about today. This is probably my fifth or sixth video. Um, just kind of bringing you up to date on what's going on with Washington and Obama and his healthcare, Benghazi, the IRS. I mean, he's got so many problems he doesn't know what to do. Um, One of the things that surprised me that was reported last week is there's a gentleman by the name of Keith Hall, and he used to be in charge of reporting unemployment numbers to the White House, and the head of Bureau of Labor Statistics. Anyway, he says the true unemployment rate is actually over 10%, 10.6 according to him. Now, this was reported on Fox News, so I wrote this down because I thought it would be kind of interesting. I'm just noticing that, corporations are having huge profits. I mean, we're seeing, Wall Street go nuts, making lots of money, and the average six-pack guy, let's just say, the average, worker is like struggling very, very much in today's economy, but yet corporate profits are way up. So there's a little bit of dichotomy there. I don't understand it, and maybe as well as I should, but it surprises me a lot. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. So when people say that unemployment is in the sevens, it's a lie again from Obama and by the GAO and or GAO, the Government Accounting Office. Another thing I wanted to report is on the Obama factor is that the Obama administration, you got to listen to this. This drove me crazy when I heard this. He's actually spending money on Russian military helicopters and giving them to Afghanistan. So we're spending money buying Soviet helicopters through the Defense Department and giving these military helicopters to Afghanistan for their defense. Even though, now this is even better, even though they have no pilots and they have no crews to maintain them or to, basically I think they can do is just pull them around, with an assistance of who knows what they have over there. Maybe a forklift, pulling the thing around. But no pilots, no maintenance crew. But yeah, we're going to spend, hundreds of millions of dollars on these helicopters. It didn't report how many they were buying. It just was reported by a senator that this was being done. Anyway, also about Obamacare, one of the new updates about that. Obamacare, as you know, has told the corporations that they have 1 year off from implementing Obamacare. Now, what surprises me is that this is supposed to be law. This is law, right? But yet the president of the United States, who's supposed to uphold all the laws and defend the laws through the Attorney General, waves a magic wand or says a few words, and the corporations don't have to implement Obamacare. But yet the individual mandate, that means you and I, have to apply or comply. And the reason why that is it's all about money. It's all about taking more money from you. It's all about having the average individual spend anywhere from $1,200 to $2,000 additional money a year just for health care. I reported earlier in one of my earlier videos what the true cost of Obamacare would be for the average earner of $75,000 a year, either man and wife or just single individual. And here in California, you're taxed above 50% with Obamacare. So making $75,000 a year, your net would be $35,000 after the expenses of Obamacare, which is outrageous. And I can't imagine anybody in that situation not going crazy. And just we're already learning that these, oh gosh, what are they called? These exchanges that they're putting in the states. Some states are saying, hey, I'm not doing it. I'm not putting it in there. I'm not going to also implement the Medicare part of it. I'm not going to do it, and which is great. But the ones that do, it's going to cost an additional $10 billion to manage it from the federal level. $10 billion. Obama said when he originally put this thing together that it would be under $1 trillion. It'd be like 900 something billion dollars, and now it's well over $1 trillion. And some are speculating that it'll probably cost $2 trillion to implement this whole healthcare act. Also, remember, I think it was 2,000 pages. Remember, Pelosi said, you know, let's don't read it, let's just pass it and figure out what's in it. Well, what we've learned is that there's anywhere from 16 to 44 new taxes. It's being debated whether 16 or 44 is the correct number. I don't know. I haven't actually read the 2,000, all the 2,000 pages that make up Obamacare. But we do know that there are additional taxes that people will have to pay, a minimum of 16. Also, your iPhone could be taxed because it could be considered a medical instrument, because you might have a healthcare app on there, like a running app or an app that might measure your heart rate. So according to the Healthcare Act, that's considered a medical device and can be taxed. Seriously, really? Seriously. The Obamacare Act, which was 2,000 pages, has already created an additional 15,000 pages of regulations. 15,000. So how is anybody, how is anybody going to comprehend 15,000 pages of regulations? I mean, I have trouble remembering the 10 Commandments, but yet now we have to be aware of 15,000 pages. Remember, according to the government, we're responsible for understanding all the laws, you and I. So I don't know how many of you want to read 15,000 pages of new regulations, and when it started with 2,000 pages. Last thing I'd like to talk about is Benghazi. You haven't heard much about it in the news. General Dempsey went behind closed doors. And my question is, why does it have to be behind closed doors? I mean, we all know what happened in public. We all know that Obama lied about it. We all know that it wasn't a demonstration that turned into an attack. It was a pre-planned attack. It was an act of war. They're treating it like a crime. The FBI still hasn't been able to get in there. It's ridiculous. We know that they had drones overhead. We know that we had assets within 45 minutes that could have squashed this attack. We know that we had C-31s that are more than capable of repelling this attack. So, but Dempsey told them to stand down. And the only reason why Dempsey told them to stand down would be because Obama told them to stand down. So we're going to learn even more and more from our congressional hearings as they become public that Obama was the one that told everybody to stand down. He let the 4 men die. He let them fend for themselves. And he's just treating it like a crime versus an act of war. Also, over there in Syria, we're getting ready to arm Al-Qaeda. You heard it right. We're going to arm Al-Qaeda. Wait a minute. Al-Qaeda was supposed to be a terrorist organization. We labeled them as a terrorist organization. But, oh, it's okay as long as we have them point the guns the other way and shoot them at the Syrians. So, and everybody thinks, it frustrates the snot out of me that a lot of people just don't even know about this. Al-Qaeda is like, they hate Americans. They hate the West, period. If anyone that doesn't implement Sharia law or believe in Islam is considered a heretic or what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now. But anyway, I'm sure you get the gist of it. You know, they want to cut off your head if you don't convert, that kind of thing. And they're killing Christians over there. They're burning churches. That's not being reported actively by the main media, but it is being done. Christians are being thrown off tops of roofs. You know, there's no freedom of religion in the Middle East save Israel. And but You know, they're trying to create an Islamic state throughout the Middle East with Sharia law. I mean, that's been reported widely across even mass media. That's been being reported. I think when I first heard about that, it was maybe a year and a half ago when Glenn Beck was on Fox channel and went over that pretty extensively. So anyway, I just wanted to bring it up to speed on a couple things. I don't think this Benghazi thing is going to go away for Obama for the rest of his term. In fact, I don't think Obama is going to do anything else for the rest of his term. The Senate is not going to do anything. Congress has tried to repeal Obamacare 44 times, but is being rebuffed by Harry Reid in the Senate. He won't take it up. It's ridiculous, you guys. More than about 50% of the public don't want Obama. The unions are learning about Obamacare, are saying we don't want to implement it. It's going to cost too much for our members. It's going to increase our health insurance costs. Remember when Obama said this is going to save you money? Oh, you got to hear this. You got to hear this. I just remember this. Anyway, Obama comes out and he says, "Oh, look at this perfect example. This perfect example. Healthcare costs has gone down in New York. The one state that has gone down. In Ohio, it's being projected that Obamacare will increase the cost of health insurance by 100%. In other states, the average increase will be 50% cost increase of your health insurance." And you remember Obama said, "You're not going to lose your doctor." Well, it's being reported you're going to lose your doctors too. You're not going to be able to go to your physician unless he belongs to one of these exchanges. So it's crazy, you guys. This Obamacare Act is the beginning of slavery in another form, let's just say, another aspect of control. And I'm going to do everything I can to oppose it. And this is one way I'm doing it is, you know, making videos, and hopefully you pass them around, join the Obama Factor 727, and tell all your friends about it. Go ahead and subscribe. I'd appreciate that very much. And, you know, just get aware. Just become aware, I should say. And write letters, do videos. Listen to Infowars.com, Alex Jones. Check out the Drudge Report every day. These are some of the tools that I use to get educated and informed. So stay excited, stay motivated, get excited. But this is JJ. I'm out. See you on the flip side.